Hi. I had to bring a puppy on my lap because I was gone for 15 minutes and she freaked out. Okay, so I had to leave to go get me a power-up, some food, something to drink, kind of thing. Subway clearly is in my corner. I'm not even halfway done with the embroidery, but it is taking me quite a while. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I know, baby. So I ended up going and running by, thanks for smushing my sandwich, my guy. I ended up going and running by a thrift store and found these. Yes, they look like what would come out of your grandmother's closet. That's a good thing. They have not a huge heel, so they'll be comfortable at work. They're also thick heels, so not sitting there scared that I'm going to break my ankle. They don't taper in very much, so I'm actually quite happy with these. These honestly kind of remind me of men's opera slippers. I think that's what it's reminding me of. They have a little bit of elastic. I'm quite happy with this find. I think these will do really well, and I'm going to try it on here soon once I'm done with at least half of the embroidery. I'm going to try them on with the dress before I do the other half, just to make sure that I don't have to hem up the dress for these shoes. I'm really hoping that the heel kind of helps with that issue that I'm having walking forward, but we will see. I'm very excited about this. I really love these, actually. I got them for $5. So you can clearly see on the toe. It's the only thing I don't like about buying stuff at thrift stores is they do the writing, and I don't even like the stickers most times either because it's super difficult to get off, but I'm very happy with these. I'm going to eat my snack, keep watching my show, and trying to get through the rest of this embroidery until about 2:40 when this package is supposed to be here. And then I'm probably going to go to bed because, oh my gosh, it has been a wild ride trying to stay awake while my boyfriend is lovingly sleeping in the other room. So I'm going to put these up, and yeah, I will probably take a video first of me in these shoes with the dress on, so stay tuned. Okay, so I didn't end up doing all the embroidery. I actually really hated how I was looking. Like I've said, I am not good at embroidery by hand, so that really sucks. I do have the shoes on. One foot is pinching quite a bit though. I don't know if it's because of the shoe or because I'm maybe clipping my toenails or whatever, but this is how, can't even see. It's still very much so pulled, so at least it kicks out a little bit more before folding under or anything. It is still quite a bit long, longer than I would like. I kind of wish it would sit there, which takes off like 2 inches. I just don't want to rehem it. So I think I am just going to bunch it up into the waist tie. So I still have that train in the back. And I can still walk freely. So, yeah, we'll see how this works. But I'm honestly going to go to bed. I'm so tired. So I'm gonna shut down the sewing room, go to bed, open it back up later tonight. So it is the next day, and I decided to work on the belt. It's only technically 3 pieces. You cut 2 of these, plus the lining, and then 2 of these, and these are cut on the fold. So I have all the boning channels pinned in place. This is one of the side pieces, or back pieces, I guess. This is what the front boning channels look like. I am just going to hand sew these in. I just feel like relaxing. I just feel like relaxing on the couch, doing a little bit of hand sewing. I have some really nice red thread. Also, this color picks up so beautifully on this camera, I'm realizing. It looks so pretty. But yeah, and then this is going to be, of course, the front. The front doesn't have any boning, which I'm okay with. I don't need a lot of structure for this. I wanted to take a break from the underdress because it is just kind of becoming more and more complicated with the embroidery. I'm going to try some freeform embroidery with it because I didn't like how the embroidery was looking on the other one. But all of these are pressed with the seam allowance
pressed in so I can because I'm pretty much just going to hand sew this whole garment together. And I think instead of doing hooks and eyes, I'm just going to do some snaps that I have on hand because I don't feel like going to the store and finding hooks and eyes that are sturdy enough for this. We're going to see how the snaps work. If they don't, they don't, but it is what it is. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start hand sewing this together. So yeah. Excuse me, puppies. Thank you. So I know this isn't the greatest angle. Of course, you can't see me, but this is so far what it's looking like. All I had to do was all the hand sewing along it. I'm really hoping. I'm stabbing myself. It does have the overlap that it needs, so. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, the boning does kind of poke out on this side, which I'm okay with. But this is so freaking cute. Oh, I'm so happy with that. I've mainly done all of this by hand. The only thing I haven't done by hand is the side seams. Those are the only things that weren't done by hand, but everything else was done by hand. Yeah, I really actually like that quite a lot. That looks really pretty. Oh my gosh. This is gonna go with so many of my outfits. I'm actually really happy with this. I'm gonna start hand sewing all of that on and adding the snaps, which yes, I know snaps aren't technically historically accurate. It is just something that I want because it will be easiest for me. And I can always change them later, so I'm not super worried about it. But yeah. Woohoo! Okay, so I've gotten all of the pattern pieces cut out. The sleeve goes back. The very bottom one is the watteau pleat. There is so much fabric in this thing. There's of course all of my scraps all over the floor. It took almost the whole entire full bed sheet. Like there was very little scrap left. So we love that. I didn't really press the fabric before throwing it under, like cutting it. So I'm gonna press it as I'm going. Of course, starting with the back, going and moving into everything else. These instructions for, and this is the pattern. The instructions for this are extremely lengthy. There are 93 pages. 40 of them are just showing you how you should lay out the pattern pieces. So that's fun. So again, I'm not really going to go into too much detail because the person who made this pattern, there is so much freaking detail. Which, this goes from a size 8 to a size 32. I am a size 24. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the back going. And once I have at least the start of the back watteau pleat, like the back sewn together and then the watteau pleat, it's so confusing how do you do this. Like how to talk and explain it. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to go change my thread out on my machine to a red. And yeah. I love how I did a video of just pretty much me setting up the sewing machine. Okay, so I have gone through and seen what I have to do. It does not seem super difficult, which makes me extremely happy. This pattern overall, okay, so there's the back piece, so the watteau pleat,
then the back piece, side back, side front, front. So that's 5 pieces in total for that, not including the sleeve, which is 6. The back watteau pleat is just 1 piece. So there's 10 pieces in total for this whole thing, including the sleeves. I went and just looked at the 93 pages of instructions. Oh my god. Just to make sure I know what I'm doing. And to know what, like, because I was a little confused on how the back goes together and how the watteau pleat goes together, but I think I understand it now. My only fear now is that I want to add embroidery to the watteau pleat, and I don't want all the embroidery strings being seen underneath it, so I can't sew up the back watteau pleat seam, which doesn't, I don't think will make a big difference as I'm not lining this, because I don't want this coat, it's already going to be as heavy as it can. I don't want it being super duper heavy, so I think I can just go straight for it and just not sew up that back pleat and just make sure I mark out the center. If I do that, it should be good. Also, one thing which you will see, my dog's got some spots, I believe, of slobber onto this fabric, so I'm going to spot clean it later, but I have to do cleaning before I can spot clean it. Love how that works out. I had to clean my kitchen sink, get all the dishes done before I can do that. So yeah, let's just jump into it. I am honestly really excited for this. This is like a big project, almost bigger than my 1850s ball gown that I made my senior year for prom. So kind of excited because I will totally be wearing this whenever I get the chance. So yeah, I'm gonna start pinning and sewing everything together. So yeah.
This took way longer than it was supposed to. It took me like an hour just to sew 3 pieces together. This is what it looks like. Of course, the back panel, like I said, isn't sewn shut, so I can put the embroidery in the center here. Hi, guys. This is what it's looking like. It's a beautiful train. Puppy loves to see it. Oh, there's the other one. Yeah. I'm quite happy with this. I had to re-sew, like, each of these seams, like, on the side, connecting it, like, 10 times it feels like. But it's done. It's good. So now I'm going to do the side back piece just to see how that works. After that's done, I'm probably going to call it quits for the day. I feel like I've gotten quite a bit done. But yeah.
Alrighty, so let's chit chat about this project because, oh my god, I'm not done with it.
I am on my final countdowns. It looks like it's gonna snow. Anyway, I am on like the final countdown. Today is the 7th. I just woke up from sleeping. I'm gonna go back to sleep in a bit because I work graveyards. For those of you who don't know, so working on this project is a little bit difficult for me. I did get an early Christmas present from my boyfriend, and it's actually a brand new machine, and it also embroiders. It is the coolest fucking thing. I'm just gonna shut this thing down. Okay. So I've gotten the sleeves attached. There's a few places. They kind of sit weird. I have put them in like 6 different times, it feels like. So I don't know what's going on with them. I'm just going to leave them alone. They're sitting at the front. I've accidentally turned them backwards and made the thing face to the back. I've had it face to the side. It's been chaotic, and usually sleeves come extremely easy to me. I have also hemmed the bottom of the dress and everything, and all that's left to do now is pretty much add the embroidery to the back and finishing off all the raw seams. Now, the awesome part about this thing is it surges, which is really cool. It does surging stitches, which is so freaking cool. It came with all these different feet attachments, which some of them are in other spots because I know I have to use them for this project, but like it has so many different feet. Right now I'm using like the end foot. This is the surging foot, which it picks up a little bit of fabric and turns it over as it's surging. It is so cool, and I have this stuck to stuff right now. And then I have other feet. I have my button foot in here. This is the thing that goes on, but I had to take it off when I was doing the sleeves. But I got a button foot, and an embroidery foot in here, which I think my next step is actually doing the embroidery for this project, which I'm really excited for. I cannot express how freaking excited I am about this embroidery. This machine actually comes with an embroidery booklet, so it already has some designs in it. And originally I was just going to do a really nice, cute, vintage design, but I really don't feel like digitizing, especially because I'm on like the countdown, and I'm kind of hoping to have this done by this weekend. The reason being, I am going to the Illumination show for Elish's Denver, and I thought it would be really fun to wear this to it. Another thing we also have to do, which just thinking about, is I had to put the sweeper stuff on the bottom of it to keep the bottom of it clean. So I also, once this is all finished, I have to run this through the washing machine because my house gets dusty as hell because of my dogs, and it got a little dusty in my room, and I had it laying out on the floor, and unfortunately got way too dusty on the floor. So I'm going to start off by getting me something to drink because I am parched. And then we're going to start on the embroidery, getting the machine set up. It's this cute little Christmas tree. I'm going to size it up. I want it to fill in pretty much. So this is the embroidery thing, and it's so freaking cool. I want it to fill this space pretty much. This whole thing I want it to fill. So I'm going to start off with like a tester piece and everything. Make sure everything looks good and do it in a different thread than what I'm going to be using because I want to make sure I have enough. I do have to go a little bit of thread searching because I did not get any orange embroidery thread, but I might change it. I want it gold, that's for sure, but there's ornaments on it. So I might do white ornaments and just do that because I know I will really love that, especially because it will tie in with a few of the other things. And then instead of adding a whole lining to this project, because I really didn't want, this thing is already really heavy, I didn't want to make it more heavy with a lining. That's why I'm going to actually finish all of my edges. I'm going to scallop all of the edges. So every edge is going to be scalloped. And this machine is a really pretty scalloping stitch that I really, really love. So we're going to use that. But yeah, I am honestly really scared to do this and really excited all at the same time. Because this is what's going to make or break this project. And if it fails miserably, oh, I might have a meltdown. So I'm going to start like tweaking things on the jacket itself, marking out where I want it, Then I'm going to do a tester piece, get sure all of this is good in this white thread that I already have threaded the machine. And yeah, it's super cool because also I can just, technically you shouldn't, but I can just walk away from this as it's doing all the embroidery and everything. I honestly really love this machine and I can't wait to continue using it for all of the rest of my project. It also came with so many things. Like, looking at the box, give me a second, let me look at the box for that. With like 30 items. I also have like a bag that sits over the machine. It's so freaking cool. I'm so excited to use this thing. But I want to do this for about an hour and then go back to bed because I woke up and now have to, my brain won't let me go back to bed. And I didn't go to bed till later this morning because I'm trying to get the project done. And I got the sleeves sewed on this morning. I'm trying to get everything done. I might go live on TikTok here in a minute. We'll see. But yeah, this is what we're sitting like. This is what's going on. Okay, I went and got something to eat, some sustenance, and some other things. So now it is officially time to tackle this embroidery. I am honestly genuinely scared of this whole situation. I don't want to fuck this up. I really want this to work out for me. I got all the thread that I need. I might change out the green because the green is very bright. And I like this darker green that I had in my stash more than this bright one. So I think I'm going to transfer that and stick that one to the side. But I got the gold, the orange, and the green. I'm really excited for this. So I don't know if I had recorded. I can't remember where I stopped. My brain is really foggy right now. I've been working a lot and just trying to get this project done has really drained me, to say the least. But I want to show you guys, of course, where we are. So this is what the test strips look like. I actually really love this because I thought this was just not enough. I added these portraits in a pear tree. Absolutely lovely. I love this so much, so I really do want to do that. What I'm going to do to make sure, I really like this, how this is set. So I'm going to mark the center of each of these. So like the center of this is like right here. Right there. Which kind of blends in a little bit, but that line, but that's the center of that one. That's where I want that one to set. So this one, it'd be like right here is the center. So it's actually, again, right on this line. So yeah, I'm very happy with this design, what I've chosen. So I'm really excited to get this on the machine. Once this gets finished, which takes about 18 minutes for both, then all I will need to do is do the edge, sew this on, sew this pleat and everything done, and get that done, and then sew this onto here, and then scallop all of the edges of this to finish it all off. Because that was the decided plan that I was going to do, scallop all of the edges. And then I will throw this hopefully in the washer before I add on the lace, which I have to find where I put that lace because I have no idea where it's at. If I can't find it, it's not the hugest big deal. Like the lace is at least on the cuffs, but I would like to have it for this as well. So I'm going to go ahead and unpin the front of it and take this beautiful thing off. And let's go ahead and start embroidering it. I'm also going to try to like make these designs go as high up as they can to see how much I like it, but we'll get it all figured out. We got this. We got this. Okay, so I want to talk about this for a second because I feel like if I don't talk about it, then it looks like I don't know. So I messed up the embroidery for the machine, and you can see I'm very upset. I'm red. I was crying for a hot minute, and it tore a hole in the Watteau pleat. Now, the reason the embroidery messed up, I'm not used to this machine. I had stepped away for a few seconds, and apparently I hadn't threaded it correctly, and so it just ate the fabric. And so, hi Mars. Right now, I am doing the exact same embroidery. The tree went great. The tree was fine. It was the partridges in a pear tree that did not go as planned, and they actually just finished the orange thread. So now, because of the amount that it had at least gotten done, there's no way I can re-embroider it, and I don't know how to like cut it off because it is so tangled and messed up in the back. So I've decided I'm gonna make a little patch. I realize I'm not folding this. So right now I have one more layer to go with the gold thread, and it is finished. But yeah, it's going great now, but I didn't thread it properly, and so it tore holes. So, yeah, that's what we're dealing with. I am going to calm down. After this gets done, I'm going to kind of cut it out a little bit and figure out how I'm going to place it on, because it's just going to be kind of like a patch. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. I'm going to get it done tonight. I'm going to bring it to work with me. And yep, we're gonna get it done. And I'm just gonna hand sew this patch onto it. Make sure that it looks good. Do little teeny whip stitches. It'll be good. It'll be good. I had a really good cry. I'm gonna also go do my hair and makeup after I do this last round. That's gonna take 2 minutes. Yeah.